Welcome back to League Unlocked, friends. Eric and Mark here, and with the spring split behind us, the playoffs are over, but there's one thing left that we got to go over, and we got to ask D or F. It's not Smite Fight, it's D or F. It's our little toss-up game, and the first toss-up is who had the better playoff run, Rekkles or Doublelift? They both had some insane numbers. Doublelift set the playoff record with a KDA of 35.3. Rekkles had a pedestrian KDA of 31. What a scrub.
This was so hard to pick. I'm going to go Rekkles. I got to go with Rekkles. Doublelift, I know, I'm sorry, dude. You died like once in the finals. It was crazy. You're popping off. But it's got to go for me. Rekkles, the fanatic man, was going insane, popping off. He basically had two pentas.
He had two.
He had two pentas pretty much. In the finals, it was insane. This guy, he's got to be the best Tristana in the world. You can't be. This guy, he talked about it, says, either you're banning my Tristana and I'm going to pick something else and win, or you're going to let me take Tristana and we're going to win. So it's either way, it's happening. I think that it was definitely going to be Rekkles in this one. Dude was popping off. Guy's got like an 89 KDA on Tristana. Rekkles and Tristana, man. That's it for me.
That's pretty good. 89 is not a bad KDA, but listen, it's the whole playoff run. It's not just the finals. Liquid went 9-1, and in that Vitality series for Fnatic, there were so many 80 carry bans, so yeah, that counts towards Rekkles, but he didn't really have to carry in that set. That was Caps popping off in that set, so I gotta go with Doublelift just because that whole run, he was insane the entire playoff run, so I'm going F, I'm going Doublelift.
Wow. And hey, nothing against Yarnan. I gotta think that going against Cody's son, way that he's been playing this split was a little bit more of a test for Doublelift, and he absolutely still smashed. So that's definitely something in his favor.
That's a full shot at Yarnan, by the way.
It's still Rekkles for me.
All right. Who's been the better import in NA, the former Fnatic duo? Hootie or Febiven? Who do you want? Who's the better import? They both had great splits.
Ooh, they both definitely had great splits, but I've gotta pick Febiven. It has to be the man in the mid lane. He's come in and absolutely provided something that a lot of imports don't provide. He's an absolute star power. This is what you've needed from a mid laner if you're going to be coming in with a new franchise, and it's exactly what Clutch Gaming identified. And Febiven, in all of their victories, who do you have popping off? Absolutely, without a doubt, Febiven. He's always there in their victories. This is my guy.
Come on, give me Hootie, man.
Hey, Hootie's Canadian now and everything.
That's true.
I love Hootie. Love me some Hootie. But it's got to be Febiven, man.
Just because his KDA is not as good, this guy draws an absurd amount of pressure on the map, and him and Dardoch have been completely terrorizing the lead. They just destroyed Clutch in that third place set. Hootie was devouring Skolo in that top lane. Hootie far and away the best top laner in NA, and he's worth an import slot in pretty much any region. But now that he's Canadian, he doesn't take one up, right? Is that how it works?
You got to think Riot's going to have to look into that citizenship ceremony a little bit closer to find out the validity there.
DRF, better series, the Heist or the Squad? Team Liquid came out on top in the finals, but who's got the better series?
See, I've got to go with the new guys here. It's got to be the Heist. The Heist has come through absolutely killing it right out of the gates. I mean, that first episode was mainly just a solo episode for Nadeshot. But other than
There's a lot of Nadeshot in that show.
Other than that, we've been getting great glimpses into their team and how everything has been going. I think that the Heist is absolutely one of the best pieces of League of Legends content out there.
I am partial to the Heist as well. Although I will say, not just the first episode, overall, there's a little bit too much Nadeshot. But I know that he is much more charismatic and better on camera than all the players. Sorry, guys. Nadeshot's got a little bit more.
He's been doing it for quite a while, too.
He's got a bit more presence. Who has a better bounce back in 2018 summer? CLG or Misfits? Both squads you expected to see in the playoffs. Do they both get back in?
I don't know if I'd be willing to say both of them. I think CLG absolutely does come back. There were some definite issues with their team and how things have been going, but if you look at that ending of the split, they definitely seem to get things on track, finding out that, hey, having Biofrost be our shot caller, making some of these decisions actually is pretty good, and it worked out for them, and I think that you saw them really pick up those wins. I think that last week where they were a bit weaker was kind of just them throwing in the towel towards the end of the split of, we're really out of the playoffs here, so let's give it up. But I think that they're definitely the team that I would be picking to have the better bounce back.
The problem is, who are they bouncing out of playoffs? Clutch? That's probably the most likely, you're thinking. Whereas if you look at Misfits, I mean, assuming Senkux plays better, and I don't think he could play that much worse than he did in spring. They could knock off the likes of Roccat or H2K. I think they're more than capable of doing that. This is a team that should be in the playoffs, so I like Misfits to have a solid bounce back in 2018 summer.
Hans Sama, that ADC for Misfits, was one of the better ADCs this entire spring split. So definitely someone that can carry his play into summer and say, hey guys, step it up, let's do it.
Definitely. Last one, more likely. TSM missing out on another finals, or Golden Guardians getting 7th. Not making the playoffs, but getting up to 7th. And TSM doesn't have to win the finals, they just have to get there. What's more likely?
This is going to sound crazy. More likely Golden Guardians snag that seventh spot. More likely that
they're not better than 3 teams.
There's no way that TSM at this point that you can guarantee a finals. I think that they're a lot better. I think that there will be improvements on this roster and how they all work together. But you've got to give it to the Golden Guardians. They're not horrible. They're going to be okay. More likely that they get 7th. And TSM besting everybody else again to get to that finals. There's a lot more talent here in NA now.
Golden Guardians are not better than 3 teams in the NALCS. That's all the time for today on League Unlocked. Eric Kummel here with Mark Horner. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.